started to get mentioned in such a high-profile way that it's kind of shocking that it got
it's in the game.
This is Brooke. I'm the SVP of Marketing at Attention. This is Max.
I'm the Director of Brand Design at Attention.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Middle Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Back to pass, it's Stanley. Caught near the sticks, it's Stokes. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. The short hands, it's Godfrey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title, and perhaps a intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Caught over the middle, it's Lloyd. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Bears line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it, and they did just there.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll pull it on the read.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Quarterback making adjustments. Hand off from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. He's got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So
he's trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bears! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Stanley. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it up to 30. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Bear offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Get it out on the screen. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback may change this route. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
to the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Missouri State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flowers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab down the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick this one away.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Stanley. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll do it himself. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Looking for a push on fourth down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Unloads quickly, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Murfreesboro. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it. Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. The throw, and it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time on target. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Touchdown Bears! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. Moving out of the pocket. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Hauls it in. There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, Give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Stanley. Flips it out on the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's caught. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Young. Lots of running room. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
For the offense.
Here's the handoff. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. He'll bring it out. It's Hubbard. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. He's got the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Godfrey. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll ride Davis here. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Caught behind the line. It's Davis. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll try the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Hubbard. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. It'll be a draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys